For today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a mostly full face of Westman Atelier. I have tried a variety of products from this brand, but I hadn't tried everything because the products are so expensive. But recently, Westman Atelier did send me some products, so I figured I would do a little review here for you guys, show you guys the products being applied to the skin so you guys can see the products in action, and I'll let you know my thoughts on them, if I think they're worth the price, all that stuff. So some of these products I did purchase myself, and then some of the products were kindly gifted to me, but as always, opinions are always honest in my own. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. So first off, I am about to go out and film another video for my cat's channel, so I am wanting to get ready. So I am gonna just use this for my base before I apply the foundation, just because I want my skin to be nicely moisturized. I feel like the Say Glowy Super Gel helps to kind of give my skin a little bit of moisture, but also it gives me a really pretty glowy finish as well. So I'm kind of using this like my primer, but it just gives a really pretty dewy glowy base. This is one of my favorite makeup products. I love this. It feels kind of like a serum going on. I feel like I've talked about this quite a bit on my channel, but I just love this product. It's so beautiful. Look how gorgeous and glowy it makes my skin look, and it's nice and moisturizing too. So a great kind of like skincare prep step as well. Then let's go in with the foundation stick. I've been wanting to try this for so long, and I have tried this out a few times already now, so I do kind of have my thoughts on it already. But this is what it looks like. I hadn't tried it for so long because the price is so expensive. But as I found with their other products, like I have some of their minis, they just last so long. I think I've had this mini for almost like 2 years now, and I'm still got lots of use left with it. So yeah, they last a long time. Obviously foundation, you know, with foundation you use more products, so this might not last quite as long, but this is the full size. The packaging is absolutely gorgeous. It kind of has like this magnetic closure. So I have this shade Atelier at 0.5. So this is, I feel like, one of the fairer shades. So I'm just gonna apply a few little lines on my face and blend it out. Sometimes I just blend it out with my fingers, but I feel like almost one of the best ways to apply it, or maybe not the best way, but the quickest way to apply it is probably with like a dense brush. So you could apply it that way, but sometimes I like just using my fingers because I feel like it helps really melt the product into my skin even better. These products are so creamy, and I feel like that's why these products are so popular, is just how well they blend. They're really creamy and they blend into the skin just so seamlessly. So I feel like that is definitely one of the reasons why the products are so popular. I mean, they're definitely luxury products. They're expensive, but they are very nice, at least in my opinion from trying them. They blend out so beautifully, and they're just really easy to work with. So I got a little impatient there, wanted to blend it out quicker. So even just rubbing it into my skin, I feel like it still looks really nice and seamless in my skin. Okay, so obviously if you use a brush, you're probably gonna get a little bit more coverage, but I'd say it's kind of like a light medium coverage, at least with the amount I applied. It didn't apply a whole lot. So you can definitely build up the coverage if you want. But I feel like you could get like a medium coverage with this probably. Alright, so I've got the foundation applied. It really does just blend into the skin so well. Really beautiful foundation. Honestly, I haven't even been using foundation super often recently. I've just been using concealer, and just kind of like spot concealing some places and not putting foundation all over. But this is really beautiful, and I have been using this since I did recently get it. And I have been enjoying it. So I think it's a really pretty foundation. You know, I feel like it will last a long time. So I feel like with these products, maybe they are worth the price just because I feel like they can last a really long time. But again, I feel like I think it's like $60 something for this foundation, which is so crazy. I couldn't, you know, justify spending that originally, but like after trying it, I feel like maybe this is something I would buy just because the formula is just so beautiful, and I would just, you know, maybe use it for special occasions, and just really get the use out of it. But yeah, I feel like it would last a long time. So I feel like I could see this lasting a good chunk of the year. I mean, it also depends on how often you do your makeup. If you're doing your makeup every single day, obviously it's not going to last as long. But if you're just using it for special occasions, then I feel like you could make it last quite a while. maybe like 6 months to a year. Anyway, because I'm just basing that off of the fact that the minis I've made last a very long time, like almost 2 years. So at least for the bronzer stick. But anyway, so let's continue. So then the next product is their concealer. So it's the Vital Skincare Concealer. They sent me the shade Atelier L1. So here's what the concealer looks like. It's kind of a really like small packaging, but it definitely has some weight to it. Kind of like definitely feels like luxury packaging. It looks really pretty. So it has a doe foot applicator, and I have tested this out once. So I'm just going to apply a few dots on each side under my under eyes, and then I'm just going to blend it out with a sponge. This I feel like gives some pretty good coverage. I feel like this is like a medium coverage right away. And I could definitely see that. I feel like you could definitely build this up to give you even more coverage. Maybe even like a full coverage, but this does blend out really well. Also, I feel like it's a little bit of a thicker concealer than what I've been used to using recently. The concealer I pretty much use most of the time is the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener. And that one's definitely like a thinner consistency, but this is very beautiful. And I'm not saying that this is like a super thick consistency, it's just thicker than that one. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of, because that's the one I've been used to using recently. But this is really beautiful. I do want to kind of build it up a little bit, so just adding a little bit more. It's definitely, I feel like, pretty close match to the foundation shade that I have on, so that's pretty close, but I feel like it's also nice and brightening under the eyes. I was feeling like maybe the shade is a little bit too light to spot conceal with, but honestly I feel like it's a pretty close match to the foundation, so I'm just going to use that to spot conceal some spots, get a little more coverage. This blends out really nice as well. I don't find it to look like overly heavy. I feel like maybe up close I can kind of detect this on the skin a little bit more than the foundation. The foundation I feel like blends in maybe a little bit more seamlessly, but still really beautiful. I don't feel like it looks like super heavy, so very nice. Alright, so then I'm going to go in with the bronzer stick. So I love this. I did purchase this myself. Again, I feel like I've had this for like 2 years. I'm pretty sure I've had this for almost 2 years now. Maybe a year and a half. I don't know. I feel like I've had this for a long time. But this is the mini size and it just lasts so long. I loved that they came out with mini sizes because I feel like it just made it so more people could try the products. And the mini sizes just last so long. So I really wish they had a mini size of the foundation stick. I don't think they do, but that would be amazing if they did because more people could try it. And again, I feel like the product will just still last a long time. So I love this bronzer stick. It blends in like a dream. I love using this brush to apply kind of bronzer sticks. It just works really, really well. This is the Fit Glow angled foundation brush. It's really, really nice. The Fit Glow foundation brush, I don't think it's called the angled brush, but it has like a nice angle to it. Really, really nice brush. Okay, so then I'm just gonna put a little bit more to kind of warm up my face a little bit, put a little on my nose. It blends out so well, super easy to work with, and I feel like this color in general, also I should say what shade I have. I have the shade Biscuit. This color is just so perfect. It's not like too warm, it's not too cool. It's just a really beautiful bronzer shade. I feel like it just works perfectly for my skin tone. Alright, so then next, their blush. I have purchased a full size of their blush before in the shade Minette. That one is kind of one of their shimmery shades. It's absolutely beautiful. I love that blush. But for today's video, I'm going to use the shade that they recently sent me. It's called Coquette. I hope I'm saying that right. But this is one of the matte shades, but it's a gorgeous, like, pinky, I think maybe kind of peachy shade, but absolutely beautiful. So this one's just as gorgeous and creamy as the other blush that I have. They're just so easy to work with. I feel like you can't mess up with these with the products. They just are so easy to blend out and they just look so beautiful and like natural. I feel like you can definitely achieve like a no makeup look with these if you want, but of course you can also build the products up as well if you want more coverage or if you want a bolder blush color. You can definitely build it up as well if you want, but you can go for a more natural look if you want as well. So these are just so beautiful. And then I have a mini size of the highlighter stick. I have it in the shade Nectar. I did purchase this myself. So this is kind of like a peachy kind of highlighter. This is actually not one of my favorite products from the brand. It comes off more like dewy than actually like super, I mean, it looks like a highlighter. It's gorgeous, don't get me wrong. It's just, it feels a little bit more oily on the skin. It feels different than like their blush. Their blush doesn't really feel oily, it's just super creamy. But this one I feel like is more oily. But I mean, it still looks very pretty. It's just not one of my favorites from the brand. I'm curious if their other highlighter shades have kind of the same feeling to them, but it's just like a little bit oily. But maybe you'd love that if you have dry skin. I feel like it's great for winter if your skin is especially more dry during the winter. So there's that. It is very pretty. They also sent me a lipstick and a lip gloss. I think I'm just gonna apply the gloss for today's video. This is their Squeaky Clean Liquid Lip Balm. I have it in the shade Carcone. So this is also the box packaging. It's very beautiful packaging. So, and it also comes in this little bag. How cute. It definitely feels very fancy. And then here is what the lip balm looks like. It's called a lip balm, but it kind of looks like a lip gloss as far as the packaging goes. So here that is. Looks like a little lip gloss. So pretty. This kind of looks like a mauve-y type of color. I actually haven't tried this yet, so this is my first time trying this. Yeah, looks like a really pretty mauve color. Feels very comfortable on the lips. So it's kind of like a tinted lip balm gloss type of product. Feels very, very nice. And that color is really pretty. Again, it's like heavy type of packaging, feels very fancy. Maybe in another video, I'll show you guys the lipstick if you're interested. The lipstick does look gorgeous. Actually, I'll still show it to you. I just won't try it on. So here is the packaging of the lipstick. Again, it has that magnetic closure packaging. And this is in the shade Hey Rev. It's J-E and then space R-E-V-E. I'm not totally sure how to pronounce that, but the lipstick packaging is so pretty. It also has little hearts on the lipstick itself. It's just so fun, so gorgeous. Definitely, again, feels very fancy. I don't really want to mess it up yet. I'm not quite ready to use it. But yeah, it looks beautiful. I'm just gonna put on mascara, and then this is the completed look. These are all of the products. They're beautiful. I do really enjoy Westman Atelier products, but I'll be right back. Alright, so there is the completed look. I just applied the Rare Beauty mascara, but I really, really enjoy the Westman Atelier products. They are beautiful. They're definitely expensive, but I feel like they just last a long time. You really don't need a whole lot of product for each time that you use them. So I feel like they last quite a long time, but they definitely are expensive. So I feel like if you want to try the products and you haven't tried them before, definitely try to pick up some of their mini products, like their bronzer stick or their highlighter. I think they have mini sizes for some of their blush shades. I don't think they have them for all of them. Actually, they might not, because that's why I ended up buying a full size of their blush, because I don't think they had any minis, at least at the time. Maybe they do now, but definitely a great way to try out the products, and the minis still last a very long time. So definitely worth the price for the minis. I think the full sizes are worth it too if you really enjoy the products and you know that you want to use them a lot. Again, I feel like they'll just last a long time. So it really just depends on the person, but I feel like normally justifying spending like $60 some on a foundation, it's hard for me to do that because that's just so much money for a foundation. But it is a beautiful formula, and I understand why people love it so much. The products from Westman Atelier are very hyped, and I understand why. They're beautiful products. They blend out so well. They're very easy to work with, and they're just absolutely gorgeous, and they use clean and conscious ingredients. So that is another thing that I really like about these products. If you are thinking about purchasing any of the products, it would mean a lot if you would use one of the links in the description box below, because it really does help to support my channel. It's no additional cost to you, but it really does help to support my channel. No pressure, but there for you if you would like to check out the products. easily find them linked below. If you guys do have any questions about any of the Westman Atelier products that I talked about in today's video, definitely let me know in the comment section below. I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see even more content from me in the future and you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely love it if you'd go ahead and subscribe to my channel. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you tune in for my next video.